share that there. I forgot about that. There's things to do. Well, it's
Things to do. Things to do.
yeah. It's like we can't just go straight live anymore because we have to count down. We have to start this like this.
I sort of like the dry live. Dry live. We don't spit on it anymore. We just go in dry.
Yeah, but I don't see the video. It's not here. So
Well, I'm
weird.
enjoying this thumbnail right now. This thumbnail is sick, dude. This is just all encompassing everything that's been on my mind all week long. You even got the space capsule like floating down. It's lovely. Look at that night sky. This is so
Yeah, it was
tranquil.
beautiful. It's AI and it's beautiful.
It's like almost like the presidency meets Stargate.
Wow.
You know,
Great
I mean,
movie.
it's starring Angelina Jolie. The TV series was sort of okay too if you watched like the
SG1.
yeah with what's his face MacGyver was in it.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware.
Yeah, some dipshit talk before we play the music. Yeah, all right.
Why is it not on? Weird.
Warming up for some of this dipshit. I'm always trying to not accidentally light my mustache on fire during the intro.
It would be really great TV if you did.
Oh man. Oh man. That would be the beginning and the end for me.
It's funny because I don't even remember like what we're up to in the freaking song. I just think it's over. I don't even know. How many seconds do we have left? What are we at?
1.
Oh, it's now. Damn, I wasn't ready for that. I'm still doing my dab here.
Welcome back to the Dumbfounded Dipshits. I'm Ryan, and
Unprepared Mike.
that's Unprepared Mike. And we are your dipshits of the evening. We are the dipshits of every time we come here. We are the dipshits. It's us. It's me and Mike are the dipshits
Every evening.
of every evening. And so on and so forth for till kingdom come.
So apparently there's a new thing on Facebook. It's not really new, but like if you post a video, did it not work? If you post a video
Yeah.
and you write @followers on it, it'll tag all your followers.
And then make them have to watch your video.
I mean, they don't have to watch it, but you know.
I like the option with Instagram where somebody posts a story and you could choose not to watch it. You know?
Choose.
You can just no, I'm not gonna click on this person's story. That's it. I don't want to hear their story. I'm just gonna mosey on down.
Wait, where's the fuck's the front?
Yeah, what is this shit, Mike? You're drinking fucking coffee. That's not coffee anymore. It's just weed
So
flavored coffee. Or it's coffee flavored weed.
So it is
Drink.
maple coffee nitro.
So does it taste like
Nitro cold blue, excuse me. Nitro cold brew infused with THC and CBD.
So can I have a guess? Does it taste like these three things? A cup of coffee, stack of pancakes, and a blunt, all wrapped into one can? Like a really good blunt, like a nice, like a light keefy blunt.
Let's see. Oh, you heard that crack?
That's ASMR, dude. That crack, like cans crack is
Okay.
I could fall asleep to that shit.
Okay.
How was it?
It tastes like black coffee.
Just that's it.
It
No
just-
sweet. Is it sweet?
Not really, no.
Really? They didn't add sugar to fucking kill any of that shit. So do you taste the THC? Because sometimes like you do taste like whatever oil they use to spice it up.
No, I don't. But
Really? So let's see how wired you get in the next 20 minutes. Because how long does it take? Like when you drink a cup of coffee, or if you drink something that's like a Monster or some shit, how long until you feeling
okay.
the shakes?
I mean, I'm not gonna feel the shakes. I'm a caffeine addict, so
Oh, okay.
I probably won't feel the shakes. So I guess we'll go right into it. JFK Files. It was released. I don't know if it was groundbreaking.
It's not at all.
It's not?
It's so anticlimactic. Like all the shit, everything that they said is pretty much now it's just like you realize we're just leaks. Like everything was just a leak. Like all the information that we have been getting for like the last 60 years was a leak. was leaked information, because a lot of it matches all of this stuff. You know what I mean? And I mean, there's things that are redacted, but as far as all like the communications between this person and that person, so check it out. Lee Harvey Oswald and that guy fucking Ruby,
Jack Ruby.
They knew each other beforehand.
Yeah,
like for sure, it is confirmed that these people had met several times before, and one time they met before, like 2 weeks before the actual assassination of JFK. And the magic bullet thing and all that stuff, all the lore and all that stuff, like the real stuff that matters is that it is pretty much confirmed that there was one CIA agent for sure that was contacting, you know, the Israeli intelligence in regards to John F. Kennedy.
Really?
And which also says that like John F. Kennedy wasn't really too keen on giving Israel money or the power to take over land in, you know, like that part of the world. And LBJ was totally pro fucking, you know, Israel. So it just made sense that the CIA, everybody's guilty of it. Everybody was involved.
Yeah, you had that video. We have the short and reel, whatever the fuck it's called, out where you basically say, is LBJ responsible? And we're like, it seems so. And then with this coming out, well, let's watch this video. It is from Democracy Now!
And this is about what has just been released this week, correct?
Let's go. I don't always agree with the opinions of Democracy Now! However, I do trust them because they are not owned by anybody. They've been independent forever. But they're super liberal, I believe. So it's just...
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. I'm Amy Goodman. We end today's show looking at the federal government's release of around 80,000 pages of documents related to the 1963 assassination of President John F. Kennedy.
So, just a quick interruption. I went to the website the day it was released and just started just looking at random things, and a lot of it's just nonsense. It's like a Xerox copy. What's it called? Where you copy something back in the day?
Yeah.
Of like a receipt. Oh, he purchased a burger this day. Like it's like stupid things, but it's everything. It's literally 80,000.
Every last bit that they can release. But the thing is, I thought that was it, and then Trump is like, "There's more," and I'm like, "Oh." And they're supposed to be releasing MLK shit too from FBI files and stuff and CIA and shit like that. So, you know, this opened up a can of worms, but it didn't open up the can. It opened up a can of dead worms that have been dead for decades.
Yes.
While the documents have revealed few new revelations on the assassination, the unredacted files are filled with details about covert CIA operations around the world, from the Vatican to Latin America. One document revealed...
I'm going to rewind a sec, but I want to...
I mean, it also confirms that the Vatican's involved with all these conspiracy theories as well as everybody else was thinking to begin with.
Which is crazy because there's so much information right now. The information highway, books, internet, is so muddied with
it's
millions,
murky. It's fucking murky because there's so much
of opinions and not a lot of facts.
But this is all stuff that has been in a folder.
I was gonna say, but a lot of this stuff has been conspiracy theories going since like the 2000s, maybe even earlier. But I'm saying when I got into conspiracies, you know, so like it's kind of crazy when you hear it and you're like, the Vatican's involved. It's like, wait, the CIA operations in Latin America, no shit. We knew this already. There's a documentary called Zeitgeist. I think the second movie talks about it. And we would send CIA. They were called basically economic terrorists. They would come in and destroy your economy.
Yeah, to cause disruption.
Yes, and destroy your economy. So you have to come to America and go, hey, we want to sell you oil to make money for our economy. And then America's like, great, but here's the deal.
That's Venezuela in a nutshell, you know.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. This is the documentary I watched.
Yeah,
and we basically said, okay, we'll help you get your oil out because you don't have the materials to do it, but we'll only do it and help you if we get like 80%. That's a random number I threw out there, but
we get a chunk. We get a chunk. Yeah, and like I said, like all this stuff is like pretty much just confirming all the now it's just like basic bitch conspiracy theories of all the like, because pretty much it's everything everybody thought. And what really sucks, right? And this is the shittiest moral of the story with most of this, is that it's like, we were telling our parents, you're lying to us, you're lying to us, you're lying to us. And they said, no, we're not, no, we're not, no, we're not, no, we're not. And then decades later, they're on their deathbed and they're like, we were lying to you. And that's it. And that's it. And that's pretty much what it is in a nutshell. And now it's just like, oh, well, we're just going to be fucking, you can still be mad that, all right, well, it's everything we thought it was. And you guys are all fucking pieces of shit. But is this supposed to like help us regain trust in the government somehow? Like, you know what I mean? Or aren't we still going to be just as distrusting as we ever fucking were? Like, regardless if these pieces of paper are out or not, because all it's doing is, again, you're just confirming our.
This is what they do. This is not the first CIA. This is not the first declassified information, and that's how like Operation Fast and Furious got this declassified. Operation Northwoods, Operation what's it? They all get declassified. Everyone's like, oh,
Operation Ivy. No, I'm kidding.
Oh shit, we did that. Damn, that's fucked up. And then no one does anything about it. And then we keep voting for the same idiots, and the same idiots keep getting in, and nothing ever changes. And and now here's, I don't want to go change subject yet. I'm gonna go into a rant.
You're building up steam. I just wanted to let you go. I just wanted to let Mike just burst through a wall like the fucking Kool-Aid man.
We'll get there. It's when we get to the Tesla burning stuff, we'll get there.
Operations around the world, from the Vatican to Latin America.
Yes,
one document revealed 47% of political officers working in overseas U.S. embassies in 1961 were actually intelligence agents working under diplomatic cover.
I said Jesus before she said that, but I knew where she was going with that. It's no shit. Here's the thing. There's a guy that's making a bunch of shorts and reels right now. He's like a dreads, but he's light skinned, and he says he's ex-CIA.
Mm-hmm. I know that guy. Yeah, and
No, I don't know if he's bullshitting or not.
His wife is in the CIA too. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's also like, they talk about this shit all the time. Even what's his name, Mike Baker, who goes on Rogan.
Yeah.
He says it best. He's like, listen, we're gonna do whatever our enemies are gonna do, but we're gonna try to do it better than them.
Oh, and before them. Well, let's also put that out there too. Right. That we're gonna try to beat them to the chase.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, they killed Kennedy.
They killed Kennedy to keep the agenda moving forward. And whatever that agenda was like, obviously,
let's not
run of the mill, let's basic bitch it, military industrial complex. It's the reason why they wanted to keep business as usual. And the only way to do that is without Kennedy at the helm, because he may have been voted in for a second term. And that's why they killed him on year 3, because they saw that he was going to run for another term. This all makes sense, that he was going to run for another term. He didn't really fucking say that out loud, but everybody knew what the fuck was going to go on. And they looked at the polls and said that he's popular. He's going to win again. He's going to be a 2-term fucking president, and we cannot have that happen, because we need to be in Vietnam in 1968. 1968, we need to be in Vietnam, And he was a threat to that whole shit.
He was a threat to the military-industrial complex.
Yep, and those guys are making a lot of money still after World War II, and they wanted to keep it going. The only thing that he was really pro, that they were all pro to, was the space program, because it kept military programs going forward because of the rocket program. And fucking, they had Saturn V rockets, and they wanted to fucking, like the whatever the guy's name is, Werner von Braun, the dude, rocket guy, right? Am I saying his name right? The
Werner?
Nazi dude, Werner von Braun, right? Is that the rocket dude?
The head of NASA.
Yeah, like wasn't he a Nazi or some shit? Or he was like, anyway. So, like, this is the same shit. And he was all pro that, but he wasn't pro all of us taking over other countries and shit like that, which is what everybody else was pro. And they kept that going on until fucking, obviously, up until literally 2 years ago. Like, so, and we're looking to do it again. And the thing is, it stopped all that, and that's why he got killed. And it's it. I mean, really, we don't even really have to watch the rest of this video, because honestly, it is what it is. Like, it's everything we thought it was. It's like,
Yes. I just let us know when they declassify the 9/11 files or something.
Dude, I would I'm way more pumped for that Right? Because like as far as like alien shit goes, it's like it's really fizzled out with any sort of UAP shit. But 9/11, give me some fucking what really fucking
JFK. Now we're gonna watch more of this video, but we're not specifically identifying the CIA as being directly.
There's no acute responsible party, right? Yeah,
JFK. Mm-hmm. But they knew something, and they definitely, once again, not the word definitely, they knew something and might have not done anything about it.
When named agencies, right, like the Israeli intelligence, CIA, and actual individuals, right, their names pop up thousands of times in these documents, you're gonna tell me that you're not involved? If there was a robbery at fucking McDonald's, right, and for some reason in a police report my name came up 20 times, am I not a suspect? If it's like, oh, maybe he like orchestrated this and like hired these goons to rob the register and give him a cut, and then it could be a conspiracy, and people do shit like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't only exist in Quentin Tarantino. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, if your name comes up 30 times, shouldn't you be fucking somebody who knows something, who went down? If your name comes up 20 times in a report, you know what went down, and maybe how it went down, and maybe who did it or done it.
At the U.S. Embassy in France, the CIA had 123 undercover agents acting as diplomats. The documents also shed new light on CIA activity across Latin America, including in Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Bolivia. Those are just some of the revelations highlighted by the National Security Archive, an independent organization that's been reviewing the documents. We're joined now by Peter Kornblue, senior analyst for Latin America at the National Security Archive. He's researched CIA operations for decades with a focus on Latin America. His books include Back Channel to Cuba, The Hidden History of Negotiations, Invasion of Cuba. See, now, what's in these tens of thousands of pages of documents that you're continuing to plow through?
Well, we don't have enough time to talk about all the details of the early 1960s history of the CIA kind of global effort to influence elections, sabotage economies, overthrow governments.
It's a lot of pages to go through, man. A lot of numbers.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, dude, hear me out. Now, I can't be the only person who's thinking of this, right? Can't we just have, like, AI skim through all this shit in, like, 5 minutes and then give us a fucking hypothesis on who fucking did it?
How do you think Doge is doing it? You think Doge people are actually going?
I know, but Doge isn't doing the JFK files. Doge is doing Social Security and fucking the IRS.
No, well, he should open up another department just to piss off more people and make it like the Department of Government Transparency, and then send that to read through all.
That's not a fucking bad idea, Mike. That's not a fucking bad idea.
It's an AI system that goes through every declassified file that's ever been released.
But you know what?
Together.
That's a slippery slope because of the. And I know this is like cliche, slippery slope. But you know, it's like once it gets into that, then it's gonna just be on everybody's finances. You can't buy a dildo on fucking Adam and Eve without the fucking AI bots like fucking.
Yeah, but
no
one cares about your dildo. They care about who killed the president, who knocked the Twin Towers down, and
they care about your dildo if you bought it with public funds.
Well, I was gonna do the quote from the quote from Fight Club, where it's where if in case of finding a dildo, it's a dildo and never your dildo.
Yeah, never your dildo. But a dildo. If you can't buy a dildo off of Adam and Eve without having some fucking Dogebot like being, hey, you didn't pay your taxes this year, you can't buy fucking dildos on on Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? Am I doing like a free promo for that fucking site or something?
I don't know.
I'm not.
Seems like you are. All right. What was the next topic? What do we got? What do we got going on? We got.
Well, there's a few things happened today. Astronauts came back finally, and Trump said that he was going to pay out of his own pocket to fucking. I don't know. Let's see when that. I believe that. Yeah, because the thing is, it's like it's good. It's good publicity, right? Because what is he? He's got to sell the fucking, the Patriot character, doesn't he? And doesn't the Patriot character pay for these fucking astronauts that were?
Why
that were
can't
left
he
up there.
maybe accept that he is a patriot, and that's why he's doing it out of the goodness of his heart, and not because he thinks it'll boost his
Let's just put
rating.
it this way. Maybe a little bit of that, but there's a lot of self-promotion because his brand is important. Till the day he dies, his brand has to be the strongest that it can be because that's what he believes in. And he believes in his brand as being an American brand, and that's a huge fucking part of it. That's why he's president. You know what I mean? But, of course he's going to be like, because he's tried, everything's to prove a point. So you're the last administration left them fucking high and dry up there. Fucked up, bro. This fucked up. These people are going to physically have problems with themselves for a long time because you're not supposed to be floating in zero gravity for that long.
It can be. They weren't up there alone.
I know that. Not at the end. They were up there alone until the end. And then at the end, they sent up a whole bunch of people.
Well, no. They were they were stuck in the International Space Station where there's already astronauts stationed.
Oh, shit. So they're not alone like that?
No. But what happened was they were only prepared with supplies for a short trip.
Yeah.
So physically prepared, mentally prepared, and
they got stuck Gilligan's Island up there. Yeah, because they only trained to be up there for a week.
They
didn't train to be up there for 6 months.
They were in the International Space Station with Americans and Russians on the other side. I think there was a total of 7 of them, including them. So it's 5 people at the space station. They only came back because they were the only ones stuck there, which... How did the others get back? They just stay there until...
then why did they get allowed to come there and back then? What kind of shit is that? Why did they get
others are stationed there? That's their job, I believe.
So you can't live up there forever. I don't think so. I think they were by themselves. I think they were by themselves for a very long period of time. I think that was the issue, was that they were stuck up there. I think they went up there while there was another group of people leaving, and they were up there with them for a little while. They left and they were stuck up there for a long time. And then a bunch of people came up to rescue them and then sent them back. And now they're up there now. There's 5 people up there now. Or am I wrong? I could be wrong. How many people were up there? How many people were up in the air for what was it, 9 months, 6 months, something like that?
So they are not alone.
Never. They were never alone.
NASA astronaut Nick Hugh and Russian cosmonaut Alexander Grobernov joined them in September.
But they were by themselves before that.
So let me see that.
Wait, joined them in September?
Yeah.
When did they go up? So they were by themselves for a little while then, right? At the beginning? They showed up?
Looking it up.
So they were the first people at the party and the last people to leave? Is that what you're telling me? That sucks. Either way, to be up there for, you only think you're going to be up there.
They were there for 9 months.
Okay, so 9 months. So they got up there and they were by themselves, and then somebody else showed up after and hung out with them for a little while?
I think they're still up there. Because only those 2 came back.
So going up for 9 months isn't that big of a deal, or is it a big deal to be up there for that long, or can you be up there for longer than 9 months?
I don't know.
Because it was a big deal that they were stuck, right? Because they were supposed to come back
and there you are getting a great view of Crew 9 inside Dragon Freedom as it returns back to Earth. We are awaiting the drogue deploys. This view coming from the WB-57 high altitude plane. And there you see it on your screen.
Peggy holds the record of 675 days in space.
You can hear the crowd here.
Is that the record? 675 days is the record?
Is the record, yes.
So that's over, dude, that's 2 years.
I'm going to rewind this a little bit. I want to show you something. Before that parachute opens, it kind of looks like it's...
Now, and there you are getting a great view of...
It looks like those packs.
A UAP.
Right? But it's moving down fast. UAPs just hover.
And they go this way.
Mm-hmm.
Crew 9 inside Dragon Freedom as it returns back to Earth. We are awaiting the drogue deploys. This view coming from the WB-57 high altitude plane.
What was that? Oh, that was the
thing on your screen. Drogue deployed. So
this motherfucker was up for 2 years almost. You're telling me?
What's up?
There's a motherfucker who was up there for 2 years almost.
A woman, Peggy Winston.
Okay.
Whitson, not Winston.
And they were up there for 9 months, and I guess the problem is that they were supposed to come right back, and 9 months is a long time for somebody who's supposed to come right back. Yes. Is that what I'm getting?
And allegedly, they fucking kept them up there because Biden didn't want to ask. The Biden administration didn't want to ask.
That's what I'm hearing. That's the rumor. The rumor is out there that says that. So I don't know if that's true or not.
And the other story. What was the other story? That hold on. What was it? That they arranged it with Musk, but they didn't want him to do it until the new administration was there because they want, like, they already spoke about it. And Biden said, yeah, we want you to do it. Or Biden's administration, not him specifically, because he probably didn't say fucking anything.
He signed that, right? No, but I'm saying, like, you know, like they pretty much like left them high and dry. Pretty much, they could have just made a move to go and do that, regardless of what was going on.
Take time to prep anyway. But Elon Musk said they were ready in December,
and they just didn't ask.
Well, no, Biden.
No, I'm saying Biden administration didn't ask.
Yes,
Elon Musk, even though they were ready.
They wanted to wait.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up usually because it's like, you know, I mean, they do that every day, probably, like hostage negotiations and fucking prisoner negotiations, all that shit. It's like you're dealing with people's lives and stuff like that. So what's two people floating around the planet, right? But the thing is that it's like almost just the callous of that, because it's different if somebody's like a soldier or a prisoner or somebody who's, you know, job was to harm other people for whatever reason, right? Politics or whatever. Yeah. But these people are going to do science in space, and it's like you don't want to fucking go and snatch them back. Like, it seems a little fucked up just because you want to wait. And maybe, you know what it is? You know, like that joke about the e-signing. It's like maybe Biden probably didn't even know that they were fucking up there. You know what I mean? He probably had no fucking idea that they were up there, and all the other people controlling the marionette. You know what I mean? We're the ones who really left them.
There is a bunch of them
coming back, right?
There's 4 here.
Yeah, so there were 2 that were stuck up there. The Wicked Witch of the West, right? And the bald dude.
Did you just really call her the Wicked Witch of the West? Wow, bro. We're going to get canceled before we even get famous.
Bro, I'm just saying, you know, I just the first thing that came to mind, I mean, she's probably a nice lady, but let's be honest. We understand why she's an astronaut.
Wow.
You know,
Did you say we understand why she's an astronaut?
Yeah, because she looks like an alien already.
Wow. I'm going to clip that one, Ryan. There's so many clips that I have that I'm like, I don't know if I should release this one because it makes us look like assholes, kind of. But
I do look like an asshole. I do look like an asshole. I'm just leaning into the asshole thing. I probably wouldn't say that normally, but you know, now that there's a camera on me, I'm going to say something like that because it's just what happens when the camera's on.
That's right. They only were offered $4 a day for being stuck in space.
No, and that was what the Trump overtime thing was, right? He's like, I'll pay their overtime, right? Yeah. Well, you know, that's fucking crazy. $4 a day?
Yeah, we'll give you.
Bro.
Hold on. But at the end of the day, they're being fed and taken care of by NASA. What the fuck does it matter to them?
No, but I know window cleaners who are being fed and taken care of, and they're still getting paid fucking $100-something an hour. You know what I mean? And time and a half for overtime, and they, you know, they don't really work overtime. They get it done during the day. Who's cleaning windows at night? That's fucking crazy. That's wild.
You ready for the great conspiracy?
Please give me the great conspiracy.
So you know how like people think space is fake and Earth is flat, and it's kind of like gaining some steam. Yes, we still look at these people like they're fucking idiots, but it's gaining some steam. People think the moon landing things never happened and space is fake. So the government and all the secret agencies are like, well, we need something to make them think it's real again. I know. Let's get astronauts stranded in space and have Elon Musk save them.
Oh, dude, that's perfect propaganda, bro, just to get people back interested in the space program.
I don't actually
know what I mean?
That. I'm just throwing it out there.
Even having just saying
the Earth is flat.
But just saying and having Elon Musk involved in politics the way that he is part of the promotion of the space program, being that SpaceX is part of his trifecta of You know, tech meets fucking, you know, well, everything is tech related, but.
Can you imagine, like, at this point in the video, it just sinks to the bottom of the ocean and they all drown?
That would fucking suck. But look, it's like that's a close drone shot, right?
Yeah. Well, there's boats there. There's boats coming. They knew where they were landing.
That means they're close by, but they're not that close for it to sink the way that is.
I see a boat in the distance. No, it was a joke, though. Imagine you survive 8 months in space,
and
land in the water. It's a completely perfectly safe landing. You hit the
and
water.
And a megalodon just comes and fucking eats the egg out of the ocean.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
The Meg 5. That's how the opening scene in the Meg. No, there's probably a Meg 5 out. So the Meg 11. So it's just like, you know, this whole scene of this re-entry, and then the fucking thing hits the water, and it's like, you know, they're ready to be rescued by the fucking Coast Guard and the Navy and stuff, and the fucking megalodon just eats that thing right out of the fucking ocean.
There's 10 people watching us on Rumble. There's 4 people on Facebook.
What up, Facebook people? What up, Rumble people? How is everyone doing? How are we doing tonight? Drop a comment if you fucking give a shit about space because of the propaganda that Mike is trying to.
I didn't say. I was just throwing things out there.
To uncover. He's trying to uncover the conspiracy of the space propaganda.
With the current climate of things and with things going, like, I've discovered it's okay.
It's a spicy conspiracy theory. I like it.
With the Dumbfounded Dipshits on Facebook, I follow a lot of super liberal pages and I follow a lot of super right-wing pages. Just to get a good juiciness of both. And I realized, holy shit, they're both so blinded by the fake shit that's on Facebook and they really go all in and believe it.
They believe the same things. They believe the same things are happening, you know, but they just both express themselves. Exactly. Different heroes. You're right, dude. You know, it's just they're all living their Star Wars fantasy on their respective sides. You know what I mean? Wow. That's what it really is. They're all cosplaying, like, and people are getting involved because it's trendy. It's like trendy to cosplay politics or like political pundit. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, who really gives a shit? Like, who really gives a shit? It's like, I talk about it because it's funny. It's like people acting funny. And this is my reaction to how fucking people acting funny and making decisions for the rest of us. That's the funny part. You know what I mean? Is because they're acting funny and they're making funny decisions for the rest of us, and none of us are laughing. Well, some of us are laughing because, you know, you can't help but to
laugh.
Just to laugh.
Now, speaking of the fake news and people going full in with everything they're seeing.
Full in.
Here's the thing.
What's the thing?
I heard. Why are you talking? Stop it. Background noise. Here's the thing. I spoke to some people and I was like, hey, how do you feel about this whole people, you know, throwing Molotov cocktails or whatever at Tesla dealers and blah, 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 blah. They responded
scratching swastikas in them and stuff too.
Right? I don't believe it. I think it's just they're not really doing it. It's just they're just doing it to make us feel sorry for him. I hate him. I'm like, oh you're crazy.
TikTok trend? I thought it was a TikTok trend. Light the Tesla on fire. I thought that was the TikTok trend. Is to light the Tesla on fire.
If it is, it's a fucking problem. But
didn't we name an episode "Liar, Liar, Tesla's on Fire"?
No,
we named
LA's on fire. Liar, liar, LA's on fire.
Oh man, we should have saved it for Teslas, but it's okay. That's all right.
Not going on here.
So there's Tesla terrorism, I guess you could call it. Is that the alliterative word? Can I say I coined the phrase?
Yes.
Tesla
terrorism. And you know what's funny? We're gonna look back. Well, who knows what we're gonna look back at because the world might end tomorrow. But it's
a good philosophy.
I don't understand. He hasn't done anything physically to hurt you specifically. But
was Henry Ford an actual Nazi? And everybody praised that motherfucker for fucking building Mustangs.
Walt Disney.
The most obnoxious sports car on the fucking planet.
Disney.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the parallels of a car maker. You know what I mean? Like, nobody was burning fucking...
People
nobody was burning
BMWs.
That's what I'm saying. People still buy Volkswagens. Didn't like actually Hitler name the fucking company the People's Wagon? The people's Volkswagen.
But
isn't that how the story goes? And this is dipshit history, by the way. We really don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Just as disclaimers, we usually do sometime it's somewhere in the middle of the episode where we're just two dipshits talking about dipshit stuff that we really don't know anything about in a funny kind of way because everything's just fucking funny nowadays.
Listen, he's lying. Everything we say is 100% a fact.
I don't believe what I say.
I truly believe everything I say. Okay, I'm all in with every conspiracy I've ever mentioned on the show. No.
If you ever get trolled on Facebook by Dumbfounded Dipshits, if you've ever been trolled by us, that is this guy. That's this guy.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No. Someone wrote once, I could tell which one I'm talking to. I'm talking to the white one, and I go, which one's the white one?
No, bro, you're putting me under fire. They think that I'm the one who's fucking leaving all those.
Why are you considered the white guy and not me? They don't know.
I mean, I do have a lot of bright lights on my face. Technically, we're both the white guy. You are very white passing.
Yes, absolutely. No, absolutely. But I'm technically mixed. Technically.
Yeah.
Mixed.
Yeah, everything's a technicality.
Technically everyone's fucking. Well, no. I discovered that's not true. When I used to say, everyone's mixed. And then I did my I did my ancestry, and I was like, look how mixed I am. I'm mixed with all these minority groups, and then Italian, basically.
Yeah.
and then I watched someone else do their ancestry, and it's like two things, and I'm like, yep, nope, not everyone's mixed. Nope.
I didn't do mine, but my sister, my full blood sister, did hers, and it pretty much told me what it told me. It's like
Irish, Scottish.
It's like 92% Irish, and then the rest is like Dutch and German.
Yeah, my biggest number is like 40% Italian
or Scottish, Dutch, and German. Yeah,
everything else is like everything from North African
and Spanish and like northern Iberian Peninsula.
Yes, I was gonna say I'm everything from Iberian Peninsula, North African, South American, the Caribbean.
But that doesn't make me a mutt. That just makes me just
human.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, it just makes me human. I mean, thank you for making me what I was about to say. Not racist, but it's gonna make me I'm just a fucking white person. It's just a white person. It's like, yeah. Well, I'm saying like, let's just say like you're black, but you're like your mom's from like Senegal, and then your dad's from fucking South like Zimbabwe, and then but your grandmother was born in fucking Nairobi, Kenya, and it's like technically you're like 5 kinds of African. It's just you're just African.
I think he wants us to copyright. The Tesla terrorist.
About Tesla terrorism, dude. Hell yeah, we should fucking. Well, it's already marked on this, and it's on record, and then we'll go through the process.
Let's get back to the video since we digressed.
Yes, let's get back to the Tesla terrorist.
Tesla terrorism, live and well.
I heard of Elon. I already purchased the truck.
This Tesla Cybertruck owner who asked not to be identified found out Monday his vehicle was vandalized while parked at the company's Linwood dealership for service.
I've worked for years for this truck. This was my pride and joy.
That wordmark logo on the back is intentional. It's the tagging that's under investigation, vulgar messages, and a swastika. The owner tells me he's Jewish.
I don't really feel like I was personally attacked based off, they knew it was my truck, and I am a Jewish person. I don't take it that personal, but.
Okay, as someone who used to do graffiti, this guy has no can skills. Look at those lines. What the fuck is wrong with him?
I know. He should have shook his shit.
I don't even think this is someone who's like a left-wing, whatever. This is just some asshole with a can that doesn't know what he's doing. Because look.
You definitely tell that they opened the can right before they started the swastikas because it wasn't fucking putting out any paint. The first line, you can tell what the first line was. It was right outside of the door. This person definitely doesn't. Okay, this person doesn't like to do swastikas and was only doing this just to put a swastika on something for the sake of doing swastikas. So the thing is, like, it's cool to draw a swastika if you're doing it for the right reasons, but under no circumstances draw a swastika. Like, I don't get where the hypocrisy lies. Like, does this person condone drawing swastikas, or would they have drawn a swastika 10 years ago? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Odd. Very odd. Cybertrucks are still mad ugly, though. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't understand the hype. Like, I don't understand.
I saw the red paint, and I was like, if they actually did something cool, I was like, that's an improvement. You know?
That's an improvement. Oh, how did it go? So
damn, so they're bombing dealerships. So people
was
actually out there.
Cocktail? Was it a Molotov? Was that what
Yeah, Molotov.
This was a targeted attack against a Tesla facility.
Yet another Tesla dealership vandalized, this time in Las Vegas. Authorities arriving in the early...
See, the person I spoke to said this is all fake. You know, it's not really the left doing it. They wouldn't do something like that. And blah, 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 blah. Guys. Who was Antifa? Antifa wasn't right-wing conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Antifa wasn't Proud Boys.
And it wasn't even really organized that much.
And you know what I laugh at? Anyone who defends either side, too, is a problem. Because, you know, Antifa is equal to the Proud Boys. They're the same thing.
Yeah, they're just the antithesis. Yeah, they're just different sides. Yeah.
So if you demonize one, you should demonize both.
Yeah.
And I would demonize both.
morning hours Tuesday to find multiple cars set on fire.
We believe the suspect approached the business wearing all black clothing, and he used...
We believe or you saw?
Molotov cocktails and a firearm to conduct his attack.
Now, this incident follows other cases in recent days in places like Kansas City, Missouri, as well as Southern California and the Chicago area, where Tesla dealers were vandalized. Tesla founder Elon Musk took to Twitter to call this terrorism. Now, officials have not yet...
Damn, so he could have... He
had an open opportunity. He had an open opportunity to do it, and he didn't. We were just there at the right fucking time. That's all I'm saying.
I hope.
Elon had
I'm gonna make a short or a reel out of that phrase, and I hope like Tuesday the news uses it, and I could be like, the reel is about to go crazy because we did it first.
Hopefully he doesn't.
What were you saying? Can you hear me, Ryan? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh.
I froze for a second. Sorry.
Okay, I was very confused. I was like,
terrorism, but the FBI says its Joint Terrorism Task Force is conducting a robust investigation in order to try to find the perpetrator and the motive.
Violent acts like this are unacceptable. We will come after you. We will find you and prosecute you to the fullest extent.
I thought I was gonna say kill you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna fucking open manhunt for people blowing up Teslas.
No, but because the way it sounded.
The flow, I know. He was like, "We will find you and we will kill you on the spot, sight unseen. We will fucking put you down."
Elon has $1 billion on your head, and I'm going to shoot you in the face and collect.
Yo, imagine he sends out a Doge death squad. It's like, this is what the liberals want next. They're waiting for him to have his own Doge SS fucking soldiers.
I gotta write that in AI. I want a picture to represent the Doge death squad.
Doge death squad. I mean, if you're gonna make them, you gotta make them look like they're fucking like now you have to make them look like they're fucking Nazi soldiers, apparently, or at least Star Wars ish. You can make them look like stormtroopers. Actually, that would make more sense if they were his robots. Like his robots were like the fucking, like Tesla robots were the Doge Death Troopers.
Do you think someone told Kim Kardashian to take that picture?
Yo, I'm going to say this. There's definitely, with someone like her, a team of people who are all fucking chatting and going through what's hot now. And you know what's avant-garde is to fucking be pro that. So actually, people are going to be like, oh, it's like her protesting because she's doing sexy poses and stuff like that, trying to like fuck this Tesla robot, which is like, that's a whole other thing too. Because she's like straddling this robot.
Yeah.
Sort of hot. It's sort of hot. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Well,
you know what I mean. But the robot fucking thing is like, now it's like you're really throwing that into pop culture. Now people are just going to be fucking robots now. Like, just outright. Like, unapologetically. Because Kim did it first, you know? Now it's cool. But I think there's a Cybertruck involved with that, too. So, just on one note of us talking about them blowing up and burning all these fucking Teslas, now we're talking about somebody, like, you know, getting busy with a couple of Tesla products.
So,
and taking pictures.
She's still fucking hot. And probably will.
In her 40s. In her 40s. It probably will be for a long time.
When you have that much money, you can afford to, you know, do those things.
Obviously.
Not saying she's done anything, clearly not. Anyway.
She's becoming a lawyer, actually. I think she's, like, in law school.
Okay. Just because she's
trying to pass the bar.
Take the bar and pass the bar doesn't mean she's going to become a lawyer. Like, who's going to hire her? Oh, P. Diddy might hire her.
Yo, I don't know. I think people might hire her.
He's like, I don't know, bro. I think people might.
I think people might actually hire her. And I think, like, if she becomes a lawyer, it's like the next step into politics for someone like her. And it's like she already has the brand and the face, and it's like it already worked for fucking Donald Trump. It already worked for, like, Zelensky. You know what I mean? It already worked for fucking people like Reagan. You know, they already have a brand of people. You're already in America's homes. So it's like, what's the next step after that? So if she becomes a lawyer, it's like only makes sense that what would she fucking do next? It's like, yeah, take a couple of cases and then fucking, you know, and then start running for politics in Calabasas, like in local office, and then run for governor of California when she's like, like 70.
So here's my rant, the Tesla rant. So the news is so fucking ridiculous on it's both sides. All of it. All the information that you get, everything, all of it, everywhere. You don't know what's real and what's not. I saw someone post somewhere that
it's wild.
What was it? I don't remember, but then I Google searched. I go, this is not a news article. This is from a Twitter post. This is not news.
Yeah, or the Onion, dude. Like, there's like a fucking like somebody copy and pasted the Onion.
Yes, and we don't know what's true and what's not, and it's not just us; it's everyone. Everyone's fighting online, and arguing all these things, and I'm like, guys, do you know what you're fucking arguing over? You don't.
Yeah,
I don't like Musk. Why? Because he's a Nazi. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Give me a reason why you don't. Oh, he's messing things up. What did he mess up?
When it sounds the same opinion, like over and over, carbon copied, like from one, like pretty much like cut and pasted, like from one comment to the next. It's like you know, like it's not you didn't formulate that opinion on your own. You heard somebody else say it and you rationalized it really quick without having to fucking dissect it or whatever.
Exactly.
So. And what's insane is that like that's like I want to go in deep on this too.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think I actually sent you something. Hold on a second.
Did you? This is the one.
Yeah, I did. I sent you. I think I sent you a picture. I hope I sent it. I thought I did. Let me share it again. And I'll tell you why this is fucking insane. So, this fucking, if we're gonna jump into this pyramid shit, because now like I've had Kim Kardashian fatigue, to be quite honest with you, also, because it's like, all right, what else is she gonna do next, right? It's like, okay, fuck a Tesla bot.
Did you send me something?
I thought I sent you a picture of me from when I was a child, but I can't seem to find it. Anyway, let me resend it to the page, and then let me know when you get it.
Nothing network.
Yeah. I'm gonna send it right now, and let me know when you get it. You can pull this up first and see. Let's see if it actually, if you could see, because it's sort of like a bright picture. But you know, in honor of recent news, you know, and recent, I guess. I don't know if this is archaeological finding, because what they did is they did like some sort of like sound shit to fucking see what the hell is underneath the pyramids. So that's me when I'm 5 years old and my mom at the Great Pyramids. So underneath me on a camel and my mom on a camel, going thousands of feet fucking deep. Apparently, these fucking sonar fucking machines recently found mega structures that go down in a coil, all the way for like 3,000 feet deep underneath the Great Pyramids. So, and that one specifically, the one right in the middle of that picture, the one with that like little funny thing on top, you know, that there's these fucking coils directly underneath the Great Pyramid.
Full disclosure, that's almost half a mile. That's over half a mile. Excuse me. It's over half a mile.
Yes. So like, I was joking when I was thinking about the thumbnail about 1,000 feet deep. Well, yes, you'll still be inside the structure 1,000 feet deep. You won't be at the bottom of it. You'll be in the middle of the structure 1,000 feet deep.
And you know what? You know what makes me laugh too? Not laugh, but like, you know, I've been watching Joe Rogan for a while, and I remember when he had Randall Carlson on and what's his name, the other guy, and Robert Schoch. No, he never had Robert Schoch on. Right, he
talks about him. No, but
all the people he's had on regarding the pyramids, they said we need to do more excavating and figuring out what's there, and they won't let us. And there's more.
And why? Right? Why won't they let you?
And now this happens.
And the thing is, at the beginning, and I rationalize it too, because I'm sort of like in a nerdy kind of way into this fucking shit and have been into this shit since I'm a child. And there's photo proof of that. So there you go. If you need fucking credentials of somebody being an Egypt nerd, there you go. All right. I speak Arabic too. So there you go. That's how much of a fucking Egypt nerd I am. So, and then, and as a kid, like they rationalized it and stuff like that. So me as a teenager, people like, oh, well, they don't want people really digging too much because it's so delicate, because as soon as the air hits some of this stuff, it fucking disintegrates and stuff. And that's true for certain materials like textiles and papers and fucking like rawhide fucking materials and stuff like that. But it's not necessarily true for stone and stone structures. If there's no fucking erosion, it will be preserved forever and ever and ever and ever. And there's not going to be much erosion in a dry desert, which there's speculation to that because there's water erosion marks around the Sphinx and shit like that.
Well, we do know it used to be a rainforest a long fucking time ago.
12, 15, 20,000 years ago, there were fucking lions running across that shit. Yes.
Let's jump into this and see what they discovered. It's a short video. It breaks it down. It's a little conspiratorial, but it breaks it down.
I like that, though. It's spicy. It's a spicy.
Recent advancements.
It's low. Why are you so low?
I hear it.
In synthetic aperture radar SAR technology. This has unveiled astonishing subterranean structures beneath Egypt's Khafre pyramid, and this suggests a level of ancient engineering sophistication previously unimagined. These findings have ignited discussions about the technological capabilities of ancient Egyptian civilizations.
What annoys me though, like I don't know or understand how to read the LiDAR, but the pictures on the side is what they found.
It looks 3D.
It looks a little weird, but like I don't know. They would know better than us though how to read this, but
I'm just saying, like, could we let's think about it this way and hear me out, Mike. It's in a great desert, right? And you would just assume that most of the bedrock would be the same if you go in one direction or the other. It's going to be pretty much similar, and then the further away you go, then I guess the rock underneath could change, right? But for the most part, that whole fucking top of that continent is the same kind of fucking, I guess, limestone and granite that's underneath the ground. And it's pretty much the same throughout the whole fucking thing. Right? So for there to be open crevices or, you know, shafts or things of that nature directly underneath another massive, even something that would be difficult to build now, massive structure, human-made structure, and we're assuming that, not trying to get into the fucking Anunnaki or anything like that, but just human-made structure, right? Assuming human-made structure, and then other structures underneath it that go down, and the sonar is saying go down thousands of feet, where there are fucking openings that are run uniform to other openings that are pretty much in a shape. And shapes usually come man-made. You know what I mean? That's why everybody freaks out when they see a square shape on Mars or a pyramid shape on Mars. And it's like, yes, wind-blown pyramids could fucking because of a snow-capped mountain, if you've ever seen it, like, yes, it can get blown into a triangle shape, but it's not going to be a perfect fucking pyramid. So symmetry freaks people out, and they start fucking saying, like, oh, well, this is obviously something's, like, fucking built here, right? So if they're seeing these structures in such a way, then obviously it's going to fucking give off a red light to, like, somebody had built something here. And what the hell is this built on top of, and what's the purpose of that? And I doubt that 5, 6, 7,000 years ago, motherfuckers were digging that deep in ancient fucking Egypt. So aliens, now going back to the Anunnaki, right? Now back to the Anunnaki.
Or all that sand wasn't there, and a fucking giant nuclear bomb went off and destroyed half the fucking planet, and a beautiful tropical area became a desolate desert.
In a perfect square, though. In a perfect square.
What, the desert?
No, this structure that's underneath the pyramid.
No, I'm saying the structure was there. It just got covered with sand.
Oh,
the nuclear bomb went off. So all this sand that buried the structures might have not been there before.
Do you know what I said like a long time ago? I was like, like for a long time it was just the Sphinx's head that was popping out of the ground,
The
and then they
Sphinx
had
is
to
probably
dig.
the top of a pyramid, and the pyramids are much bigger than they actually are.
And what if they're obelisks? What if they're obelisks and it actually just goes down and all the sand really accumulated on like to a mountaintop, not like, like that was just like a massive structure.
It's possible.
It's
possible. I mean, it looks like that's the case.
But then there was like a river that like ran close by, and like water would have run into it, or maybe obviously, like if they were advanced enough to fucking figure out how to build something that big, then they probably advanced enough to figure out how to divert the water to go elsewhere. Maybe there was an ancient alien war that fucking, like you said, wiped out North Africa.
We live in
the Atlanteans
apocalyptic world, and we are the survivors.
Oh shit! So we're the fucking we are the Walking Dead.
Theory. That's the theory. That's the theory of what's his name? Who did the show on Netflix?
Oh, Graham Hancock.
That's his theory.
Yeah. But like I'm saying, like, yo, what if? Yeah, and they were just like super mad advanced and shit, and like had like chariots of fire and all that shit, and Atlantis was a thing, and maybe, right? Well, whatever. Maybe there was like some fucking space war that happened and they nuked it, and then we're just like, what's popping up after that? But now we come from like the cockroaches that survived that nuclear holocaust.
Exactly. That's what the human race. That's what we are. We are the cockroaches.
We were just a pack of like human cockroaches and like a tuft of fucking Europe and Africa and Asia, and then just repopulated the planet.
And the true purpose behind these monumental constructions. In March 2025, researchers employing SAR imaging techniques detected extensive underground formations beneath the Khafre Pyramid on Giza Plateau. This analysis revealed 5 identical structures near the pyramid's base, each interconnected by geometric pathways and comprising 5 horizontal levels topped with sloping roofs. Beneath these lie 8 cylindrical, hollow structures resembling vertical wells encircled by descending spiral pathways. These wells, arranged in 2 parallel rows, descend 648 meters and converge into 2 expansive cubic structures.
Now, 648 meters. So 600 meters, so 600 times 3. That's fucking 1,800 feet. So it's like 2,000 feet down this thing goes.
So when I see what is in that image, do you know what comes to mind when I see the spiral coils?
A fucking nuclear reactor?
Power plant.
Yeah.
A power generator of some kind.
Yeah. That's weird because like I really feel like somebody in that whole like ancient apocalypse, like conspiracy theory world, you know, said something to the fact yeah, these structures, these pyramids were power generators for fucking alien spaceships. Spaceships would power themselves off.
About that, and just if you Google search,
they were like Tesla coils. Like they were like Tesla
Google
coils.
Search. Do a quick Google search. I'm not gonna do it because I'm not saying you do it either. I'm telling
you guys at home do it. Yeah.
Just Google search electrical power coils and hit images and just figure it out for yourself.
Looks like a fucking battery.
Back to the video, wherever it may be.
Maybe it fills with water and the water helps. That's why the river was there.
I think
they diverted water into it.
The guy on Rogan was talking about what kind of gas was he talking? I forgot. It's possible.
Hydrogen.
Each measuring 80 meters per side. Collectively, this intricate network extends almost 2 kilometers beneath the surface, encompassing the entire Giza Plateau complex. The architectural complexity of these subterranean structures has led researchers to propose that they may have served as components of an ancient electrical system. The cylindrical wells could have functioned as conduits for energy or sound waves, while
he said 2 kilometers, right?
Yeah,
that's over a mile. That's 1.2 miles.
That's crazy. Just fucking wild.
Formations might have acted as energy storage or stabilization units. This hypothesis aligns with earlier theories, suggesting that the Great Pyramid was designed as a power generating machine utilizing resonant and acoustic forces to convert mechanical stress into electricity. The notion that the ancient Egyptians possessed advanced technological knowledge is not new. Nikola Tesla once speculated that the pyramids could harness Earth's natural frequencies.
Imagine that. It's basically free electricity.
I don't know. See, this is what this guy's saying. This guy is saying like the ancient Egyptians had this. Like, no. Ancient Egyptians showed up after this shit was like done being used. You know what I mean? And built their shit around it. You know what I mean? And a lot of these limestone structures and shit that were like around, I think, you know what I mean? Like they carved and then built their statues out of. You know what I mean? And that's what I think fucking happened. How about these pyramids weren't built by the fucking ancient Egyptians? That's why everybody's like, oh man, you know the Hebrews built the pyramids, but there's like no written fucking record of the Hebrews building the pyramids. But there's no written records of anybody really fucking building the pyramids. That's why they don't know how they fucking built the pyramids. And the reason why they don't know how they built the pyramids is because the fucking Egyptians didn't build the fucking pyramids. They were there already, and then they fucking set up shop while they were still there. And the fucking ancient Egyptians probably like started setting up shop in the remnants of this fucking ancient fucking culture that was around thousands of years before them that got fucking devastated by something or other. You know what I mean? And then they fucking built their massive fucking civilization around it that was, you know, like prosperous and had technology too. Yeah. They figured out how to move massive stones. They figured out how to do a lot of crazy shit. They built chariots and they figured out how to fucking, you know, like use weapons of war and stuff like that. And they were innovative, but there was a whole other thing before them. And the whole fucking other thing before them probably was like what fucking the legend of Atlantis fucking spawned from.
The legend of Atlantis.
Yeah.
Atlantis
is probably North Africa.
Energy transmission and scalar waves. Christopher Dunn, in his book, The Giza Power Plant, argued that the Great Pyramid functioned as a power generating machine, and additionally, Joseph Farrell's The Giza Death Star proposed that the pyramid was a weapon of mass destruction, utilising a form of ancient physics. But the recent SAR findings lend credence to these theories by revealing structures that could have been integral to such advanced technological systems. The discovery of these underground structures challenge conventional understandings of ancient Egyptian engineering, and opens new avenues for research into their technological capabilities.
I like the death.
Underscores the potential.
I like the Giza Death Star theory. I like that shit. The Giza Death Star. That was pretty sick. So speaking about fucking, he should fucking copyright that shit. I think.
Remember, what the hell was I? What was I just saying?
Before
so imagine another conspiracy theory. Imagine the Great Pyramid of Giza is not a power plant, but a Death Star. It shoots a beam into space and destroys things in space. And it was designed to protect Earth from the meteors and comets that come flying towards it.
Wow.
And then what happened was, the reason why it was destroyed and everything was wiped out was because, unfortunately, they built it on one side of the planet. Well, that would make sense why they have them all over the place, actually, then.
And there's pyramids everywhere.
And unfortunately, the one in Mexico wasn't completed in time, and that's where the comet allegedly hit in the Yucatan Peninsula.
But that's 65 million years ago, dude. It's before any humans were here. No,
I doubt that. I think we've been here since the creation of Earth.
Whoa, the humans are billions of years old.
We are billion. Evolution isn't real. We haven't changed a bit.
We're pretty fucking stupid animals for 4 billion-year-old animals.
I mean,
we're pretty fucking dumb. I figured we'd be way more advanced to be 4 million-year-old creatures.
Hold on. An alligator seems pretty fucking stupid compared to us.
Right. But
and
they are us.
An alligator.
Right. They're millions and millions and millions of years old.
No, I was just rambling. I don't actually. I'm just making shit up. Obviously.
Have developed sophisticated technologies that have been lost or forgotten over millennia. Further exploration and excavation of these
just dig it up. Who cares? Just enough of this.
Yeah. Just let them dig it up now. Just like fucking let them go down there. You know what I mean? Like enough with the fucking cock blocking, the fucking, you know, the other archaeologists, man. Let them in. Stop being a fucking gatekeeper. Maybe you're about to discover some serious fucking shit. Maybe that's what you're afraid of.
Well, we are going to transition to the next part of the show, which is not quite watching educational videos. Not that that's educational.
Fuck education. They're getting rid of the education department. We're about to say fuck education right now.
Are they actually, though? They're not technically getting rid of it. They're merging it with other departments. Anyway, yeah.
It was a bad joke. Bad joke. I'm a dipshit. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Speaking of which, the only comeback that half these people have that when I try to troll them is, your name really fits you. And I'm like, that's all you, it's it. That's the point, dummy. That's the point.
Sorry. You know, like, I don't know why you're arguing with me because that's my name. You're the one who's arguing with the dumbfounded dipshits. You see? Who's really the dipshit?
Don't be a dipshit.
Takes a dipshit to argue with a dipshit.
I gotta make us real small to be able to see this one. Jeez. All right.
That's good.
Let's see what this is about.
It is true that many of the people in this room for 4 years failed to cover the fact that Joe Biden was mentally incompetent and was not running the country. It is also true that many people in this room who have used this talking point that Elon is not elected fail to understand how government works. So I'm glad for the opportunity for a brief civics lesson. A president is elected by the whole American people. He's the only official in the entire government that is elected by the entire nation, right? Judges are appointed, members of Congress are elected at the district or state level, which is one man. And the Constitution, Article 2, has a clause known as the vesting clause, and it says the executive power shall be vested in a president, singular. The whole will of democracy is imbued into the elected president. That president then appoints staff that impose that democratic will onto the government. The threat to democracy, indeed the existential threat to democracy, is the unelected bureaucracy of lifetime tenured civil servants who believe they answer to no one, who believe they can do whatever they want without consequence, who believe they can set their own agenda no matter what Americans vote for. So Americans vote for radical FBI reform, and FBI agents say they don't want to change. or Americans vote for radical reform on our energy policies that EPA bureaucrats say they don't want to change, or Americans vote to end DEI, racist DEI policies, and lawyers at the Department of Justice say they don't want to change. What President Trump is doing is he is removing federal bureaucrats who are defying democracy by failing to implement his lawful orders, which are the will of the whole American.
If you had a scientific question, you would go to a scientist, and I presume you would expect a rational answer. If you had a philosophical question, you would go to a philosopher, and perhaps
I would go to a philosopher.
You would expect an answer.
Coming from?
I have a religious question.
I don't know.
And I come to you as a religious man to answer it.
This is so
right
weird.
here, right now, I'm not an atheist. I can't equip myself with moral relativism. I'm an agnostic.
Behind it.
And I envy your faith. I want to know why I should believe it's more probable that there is a God than there isn't. You don't have to prove absolutely that there is one. I just want to know that it's more probable that there is than that there isn't, and I want you to show me.
This is easily Cliff's most educational debate, where he presents his 5 reasons for God's existence. All credit to Cliff, and give me an answer for the clip used. Let's dive right in.
Okay. Thanks for asking that honest question. I appreciate it. The reason that I believe that God exists is because of certain evidence. First piece of evidence, the order and the design of the cosmos points me to some type of intelligent mind, because my experience in life is, in order to bring about order, I got to work real hard. And when I get sick, I don't go running to a neophyte. When I get really sick, I go running to a highly, highly trained doctor who understands the order and design of the human body. My experience in life is, order demands an intelligent mind behind it. It doesn't come about by chance. Second piece of evidence for me. Life, in my experience, always comes from life. I don't care if it's plant life, animal life, human life. You never get life out of non-life. In other words, you never get the animate from the inanimate. Therefore, is it more reasonable for me to believe in the beginning God, or is it more reasonable for me to believe in the beginning matter and energy? Because I only see life come from life, never life come from non-life, it's far more plausible, reasonable for me to believe in the beginning God. Third point, the moral argument. I think you've been standing here while I've been articulating it. I am convinced that although there are not many, there are at least a few moral absolutes. Although there's a lot of ethical gray, probably more ethical gray than ethical black and white, there at times is ethical black and white, crystal clear.
Moral absolute.
Moral absolute.
So those are the 3 reasons.
Those are 3.
Order.
Order design, coming from intelligent mind. Life coming from life, not from non-life. Moral absolutes. Fourth one, love. My experience of life is that love is crucial to my marriage, my family, my friendships. Love is a crucial motive in my life. If it's lacking, life turns very sterile.
I can't.
The first 3, I agree with him. You know what I mean? And I'll even say this. His argument stands if his argument is that God is the universe. Like, because if you're just going to just...
Yes. I would agree with that. I would...
Okay then. Yeah, but otherwise, like, you know, getting, like, into the hyper-emotional and stuff like that. Because this kid was asking, and scientifically, like, there being a God that exists and not exists. Like, what is his argument? But who cares?
Wait, why are you the only one that just got big? What the fuck?
You shuffled us. This is another airplane thing. What fucking happened? Oh, did you see that shit in London Heathrow Airport? That fucking fire? They had a fire in one of the electrical substations.
Didn't Epcot go on fire too? Wasn't there a fire at Epcot?
Yes! There was a fire at Epcot. I think they shut it down.
This is apparently what happened at United Airlines. Someone got punched at a gate.
Ha! Nice.
Let's see what this is.
Gotta love that.
Ooh, sucker punch. It was a sucker punch. Guy went down. You hit him right in the jaw.
He laid him out. Did he hit his head on the ground?
Hold on. He just whacks it. Boom. Oh, well, you can't see what he hit his head on, but that's fucked
up.
It
looked like he stiffened up this way, so it doesn't look like his head hit the ground. He's all right.
And it wasn't a hard hit, but it's right on the button. Right there on the, like, it's right here.
Do you expect to board your plane after doing that? What is your thought mid punch? You're like, I'm not getting on this plane. You know what I mean? Like, what are you really thinking?
And if you miss your flight accidentally, they sometimes can help you. Oh, what happened? You hit a pothole and got a blowout and you broke down. We'll help.
They'll get you on another flight. You
assaulted someone that works for them. They are.
You're never getting on the airline again.
Probably going to jail and going on a drat fly list.
Yeah, you're on a no-fly list. You're definitely on a no-fly list. You're taking a bus, buddy. You're taking a bus, a boat. You're not fucking getting on a plane to go back home.
Although he might have a career in MMA if he, trains hard and gets better with that right hand.
He fucking did catch him in the jaw. Not much effort though. You saw it wasn't that hard of a swing. It's an inside bat.
Ooh, see, I'm gonna break this down from a fight standpoint real quick. I want to show you something that I noticed that he does too. He walks over and with his right hand, he's gonna grab that guy's right shoulder before he swings. Watch. He grabs the shoulder. Look. Arm, the forearm,
and he's
holding the arm.
Yeah.
So and pulling it towards the punch. So he's grabbing, pulling, and
torque, extra torque.
Boom. Oh,
whop. So there was like momentum going into the punch, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. This was one of the videos that went viral apparently, and everyone's talking about this.
It's listen, that there's two elements in this, right? That say viral, right? Now what goes viral? Airplane shit and violence, especially not like cold cock knockouts.
Pop.
That's a formula for viral right there. Airplane right now is a hot topic. Anything happening on an airplane, any sort of like fucking crazy shit happening on an airplane, anything happening to airplanes that is crazy shit is gonna make it to the news and or TikTok.
Oh, I feel bad for the dude. He did nothing to deserve
That
that.
guy probably does nothing but being a gate person, at the airport, and that's all he did was just coming to work. That fucking sucks. Mm-hmm. Do better, people. Do better, people. Do better. Do better.
What's that from? Isn't that from a viral video too? Do better. Do better.
Yeah, I think so. I just hear things and I repeat them.
Right.
I'm like a parrot.
I hope you're ready for the next video.
I'm ready. Fuck it, let's go.
We're about to offend a few people.
You're afraid of Trump? You should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Oh, this is like that town meeting, right? In like Worcester, Massachusetts?
Yes. Never got a chance to actually react to it. So back to that first one. I'm not afraid of Trump. I'm kind of afraid of you. You showed up to court dressed like you showed up to a My Chemical Romance music video.
Well, I don't think this is. Yes, it's like a courtroom, but it's not a courtroom. I think this is just like a town hall kind of. Yeah.
But you still showed up like you were in a My Chemical Romance music video. Now, if that's your thing, that's great and all, but you can't sit there and expect someone to take you seriously. You just can't. I'm sorry. You don't think so?
No, I don't disagree. I'm just like, I'm pretty much thinking that they want to be taken seriously, though.
But
right? Their desire is to be taken seriously.
Yes, and they're not.
Their desire, they mean fucking business. They're obviously everybody in this clip is fed the fuck up. They are fucking done, Mike. I don't know exactly what they're done with. I thought that Massachusetts is pretty fucking liberal. So apparently something got them all fucking riled up. I don't know why they're flipping out. And I believe that Worcester, Mass is like a sanctuary city for trans people, right? Isn't that like? I
don't think that's
so. What are they? I
don't think.
Google that, please. Google that. I'm telling you, I think it is. I think Worcester, where this takes place in Worcester, Massachusetts. I think they are a self-proclaimed.
Oh my God!
Sanctuary.
It's a thing.
Told you, Mike. I'm not lying. Like, I'm not lying to you. Not lying to you.
In recent weeks, several cities in Massachusetts, including Boston, have declared themselves sanctuary cities for transgender.
Now, I believe that town hall, that this video is in Worcester, Mass. So why are they angry? Why are they yelling at the people who are?
Well, because the act was in recent weeks. This is a couple weeks old now. So, but here's the thing: when you declare a city a transgender sanctuary city, you are openly stating then these other cities are not safe for transgender people, which is just not fucking true.
That's not true. Yeah, that's not true.
Are there some places that
you're implying, right? You mean they're implying that everywhere else that doesn't say that they are, it's not safe.
Now, I think most spaces are pretty fucking safe for pretty much anybody, but are there places that aren't safe for some people?
In the United States, let's just talk about our country
here. Yes. I wouldn't be caught dead in certain places because I wouldn't feel safe.
In certain circumstances too, at certain times of the day, right?
Yeah.
A lot of things factor into that.
Yes.
There's like for example, I don't walk around my neighborhood at night without a fucking hammer because a coyote tried to eat my doggies while I was walking them.
Full disclosure.
So I feel fully fucking safe in my own fucking neighborhood. So how about that?
For those Antifa members watching our podcast, he means a handgun and not a physical hammer.
I'm not here to break windows, guys. I'm not here to break windows. I'm here to put a chunk of fucking coyote on the fucking ground if it tries to go after my beloved dogs. Okay, because I fucking love my dogs.
And that's another thing. Someone asked me on like they were like, "There's no reason why anyone should own a weapon." I'm like, what do you mean? And I was like, listen. I'm gonna break this down for you. You wrote, "There's no reason for anyone to own a weapon. No reason for anyone to own. No reason. I can give you like 4 reasons off the top of my head."
And that's pretty broad too when people say that, because people do say that. People have said that to me, and people say that, and I'm saying, like, does this mean any weapon? Because if words are weapons, then you need to shut the fuck up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because you're hurting my fucking ear.
If words are weapons, I'm about to fucking shoot you in the fucking face. Okay? If words are weapons,
I'm about to light you. If words are weapons, I'm about to light you the fuck up.
That should be the name of the next episode. If words are weapons.
If words are weapons, I'm about to lay you the fuck out. Yes, I'm about to knock you the fuck out. But so yeah, so that's how I sort of, you know, like rebut that. I'm like, so is it any weapon? So people are like, so then, what do you like? What if the odds are very stacked against you and you're being attacked by somebody and they have a weapon and they don't choose your philosophy and they don't choose your philosophy? Because I'll tell you what, the coyotes aren't choosing my philosophy. Their philosophy is to eat my fucking 2 15-pound dogs. You know what I mean? Like they're about the right size for the meal of a coyote, and I don't know why they don't eat the fucking ducks in my neighborhood. It's probably why I haven't been seeing the iguanas lately, because they've probably been eating all them.
Well, the ducks fly the fuck away.
They fly away. Fly away. So I'm just saying, like, you know, like, what if this coyote runs up on you? And then you don't have anything to help yourself. So you're just going to be like, well, it's the food chain and I'm going to let yourself die? No.
Okay. Full disclosure. They would die and get eaten. But like me, I'm punting the coyote. If I don't have a weapon, I'm punting the fucking thing. Because it's not that big. It's not small, but it's not that big.
I went raw.
Then yes, it ran away. Did it run away? I'm not fucking with that thing.
Into the darkness. I literally saw it go into the shadows. It was just like, gone in between 2 houses, like about like 50 to 60 feet away from me, and it was over real quick. And I'm gonna say, like, I was fucking terrified. But yes, and that's why. But the thing is that there are scenarios that these people who throw these blanket terms of like, they carry a weapon, but until you're in some sort of a fucking scenario where it's like you're gonna need one to not only protect you but protect your beloved. You know what I mean? You're gonna wish that you had the opportunity to be able to legally own said weapon to protect and preserve your life. You know what I mean? And until you're in a situation like that, but this is the thing also, it's like all the libs that are fucking going out to buy pistols are going out to buy pistols and fucking firearms to probably be somewhat of a terrorist. You know what I mean? For terrorists,
I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe. I hope they learned that they actually do, in fact, need a gun or want to be able to protect themselves, so they went out to legally purchase a gun. I hope it wasn't, let me go purchase a gun to kill someone else.
Well, a lot of them are figuring out real quick that they could legally purchase a firearm, and and they're starting to fucking stack up too. So
I do actually. By the way, I don't know, not to change the subject. I'm not even gonna change it. Let's go back to this video.
Shaking right now.
Why are you shaking?
I don't want to be here. I'm sorry. Am I taking too long pleading for my life?
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
And the R in retard.
I do not want to be here. It's my day off.
Oh my! This woman, like, okay. If you want to look like Ellen DeGeneres, by all means, go for it. But you don't have to put the fucking makeup on your face.
What's with the Hollywood contouring? There's way too much fucking shade on her face. Somebody definitely fucked up her makeup. This is what really is sort of annoying the shit out of me right now. Is that in a whole room full of trans / drag / gay, lesbian. Nobody's helping her with her makeup right now. And I know she's trying to look like maybe American Psycho, like Halloween cosplay, but like really somebody could have helped her out with that. It's way too much fucking contour shit. Because like from this angle, it doesn't look like how you think she's supposed to look.
This is why, okay.
She probably, if you pull her directly in front of your face, she just slowly turns into like Bruce Willis. Then once she's like right dead center with you, she's just Bruce Willis. And then she turns her face, and then she turns her face the other way, and she just turns back into this Beetlejuice kind of looking lady.
Shit, I lost my thought.
Beetlejuice.
I lost my thought.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Oh, okay. So do you know what the biggest problem in this? I won't say the LGBTQ community because it's not the problem in the whole entire community, and I can't really speak on a whole entire. I'm not part of that community.
I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah. What I'm talking about. So I was gonna say the biggest problem I feel is like in our group of friends, we support each other, but we also rip on each other.
Yeah,
like, bro, you're really gonna wear that fucking retarded shirt? You know,
you let each other know. Yeah,
they don't do that. We support each other without being negative towards each other, thinking it's doing good, but it's not.
That's hard to believe that there's like then there has to be like not a lot of gay dudes, because like if there were a lot of gay dudes in that room, somebody would have said something.
Well, they okay, and
somebody would have like pulled her to the side and given her a little bit of fucking friendly advice.
People I know who are gay, very close to me, they wouldn't put themselves in this community. They go, I am nothing like them. He's one of the bros. He just so happens to like
other bros.
Yes, but like in this community, and I'm sure there's like internal shit talking. Mary Q is talking shit about whatever over there, but
there's got to be a lot of fucking back gossip and whispering happening within that.
It's not like we are in our group. I'm only assuming because I'm not part of that thing, but I feel like not that thing, that community. But I feel like if they had more of this ripping on each other and whatever, that they would know to not leave the house like this chick did. You know what I mean?
I think she could have done better. speaking for all like dudes who are just like this is how I identify. I feel like it's a slight on. It's like I feel like she's almost parading around as a caricature of what I'm trying to live and be. My true self. I feel like she's almost cosplaying as the true self that I want to be in this world. That I identify as. Like she's just doing a disservice to all of us who identify as being bros.
So she just said, I don't want to be in your DMs, and I don't want you in my fucking DMs either.
I don't think anybody wants to
be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inbox.
You know what the sad part is?
Something tells me she's a straight chick. She's definitely a straight chick.
Well, I was gonna say she's not bad looking if she just didn't do that.
No. I think she's in costume. She's just a straight chick who's just like in a dude's costume.
I think
all
these people are in costume.
I don't think she's queer at all. I'm calling that. I think this is a straight chick just starting fucking trouble. I think this is a Karen who jumped on a bandwagon. I think she's one of the bandwagon Karens.
Just wanted to fit in.
Want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick.
You can't do that. He's one of the greatest rappers alive right now. You are not.
I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me. I want you to listen.
She just openly admitted she did this, she just admitted what you just said, basically. I don't want to spend an hour putting glitter on my face so you will see me. Then don't fucking do it. You look retarded.
Well, why did you? I'm pretty sure you could have not done any of that. Just dressed how you walk into work. You know what I mean? Like how you walked into this place, or dress how you go and hang out with your friends.
Dress how you could have walked shop at Walmart.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't hang out with her friends dressed like that. And she could have probably just like showed up like that and said the same shit and ranted. And she would have had more to talk about. And she wouldn't have had to talk about her fucking what she's dressed as. And she would have had to actually had more opportunity to make a point, a political point. And I don't even know why. I think obviously the people who put this clip together are very just biased just to show the rants, just to show how ridiculous this could look as a collective. But it doesn't give you any context as to why any of them are up there bitching. Even though we understand that to an extent, this is sort of nails against the like a chalkboard-ish. But I still don't, in context, know what the hell they're bitching about. They could be bitching about, like, the water fucking reservoir and the fucking air quality or, like, the fucking things that, like, or potholes. And I'd be on board with it. Like, I'd be like, yeah, this is just a whole just group of trans people who are just bitching about the potholes. And I'll be like, wait, I'll fucking go to that town hall then. You know what I mean? And bitch about the potholes, too. I think it's a great fucking thing to bitch about. But I don't know what the context is.
Listen to me.
And I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
What?
Imagine if she just passed out while she was saying all that. Imagine if she was just like blah 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 blah. She was just like sleeping. And hold on a second, I'm confused, right? And I have the right to be confused, right? Is it? Can you be? All right. Is it? I'm going to do right the right red zone and just be like, I'm assuming she's female. And can you be a female? I just put a lot of makeup on and then call yourself drag. Like, shouldn't you just be a dude dressed like that? And that's how that is truly what drag is.
There's a current pop singer who dresses. She's a female that performs in drag.
Is that Chapel Roan?
Yes.
Okay. But that's not. No, she's just dressed like a pop star. Like, she's not the first person to do that.
No, and I don't think it is. I don't think it would be.
Sometimes she looks like Marilyn Manson. Sometimes she looks like Lady Gaga.
I don't think it would be considered dressing in drag if you're a female dressing as a fucking female.
Yeah.
That's not how that works. So this person, I don't know what they identify as, and I don't know what they actually are.
So then, is my I don't get it justified?
I don't know, but like
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like how it's like
if it is a biological female, it's not that bad looking. If it isn't, then fucking stay away from me. But
Why would you want to take drag away from drag queens?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like that's like
it's cultural
that's their thing.
appropriation. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, Mike. Mike, yes, it is. It is very much cultural appropriation. It is. I feel that it is.
I can't say it is.
She's totally just she just can't let them let actual drag queens have it. She needs to take a piece back.
She's afraid of Trump. You should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Why are you afraid of Trump? That voice is a little mannish, though. That might be a dude. But
I don't understand the boogeyman thing.
Yeah. Trump. See, here's the problem with this whole statement that she's making. Trump already had his office for 4 years before this, 4 years ago. And she's still alive. She wasn't attacked, killed, brutally murdered, dragged out because she's trans and shot. Because that's not happening. And let me just say something.
Yeah, it's not happening.
I don't know how you feel about this, but you probably agree with me. If that was happening and we did go to, say, civil war against that happening, I probably would fight for you, her, this person. Because I would be against that. That's not something I'm for. But you're not being attacked. You're not being demonized for who you are. Well, I can't say you're not, but I'm saying like not by like the politicians or by they're not making laws banning you.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't think
a stranger not liking you, but you know.
Yeah, nobody can control anybody not liking any individual, right? But the thing is that what I also, don't like I don't really throw so much weight into any of this culture politics is because I like numbers, dude. I love baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport. And I like fighting too, because they incorporate a lot of these statistics as well. And I love baseball because of statistics. And there's statistics, there's truth in statistics, right? Especially when you take a lot of them and then you get that gathered data to prove certain, articulated points, right? So how many people are truly fall underneath the umbrella that are not, now I repeat, that are not gay, lesbian, or bisexual?
Is that
just those three? Yeah. The of the population of the United States of America, if you say just only, right? You take out the gays, lesbians, and the bisexuals. How many people of the alphabet people are still left in comparison to the greater population of the United States?
Oh,
and whatever that number is how much you should give a shit about it.
Can you wrap up, please?
I'm shaking right now. I don't want to be here.
Please?
Oh, it's repeating.
I'm sorry. Am I taking too long?
But do you understand what I'm saying? This stuff is orchestrated to sound annoying. Nothing and the thing is, what I understand is when people do filibusters, it's to just annoy the shit out of your constituents to just signing whatever bill you want them to sign. And that's what a filibuster is. And I'll get up for 27 hours and just blah, 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 blah.
Rand Paul did it?
And he did it more than once. And I think fucking Bernie Sanders did it. Everybody's fucking filibustered. Right? Now, that being said, this is okay, eventually it's annoying is a motivator. But it doesn't work forever because people will just get so annoyed they'll go into ignore mode. And the thing is that I think a lot of things that are happening now are just society sort of clapping back at certain things that were highlighted that were somehow hyper focused on and overlooked on a lot of stuff that needed to be highlighted. You know what I mean? That people are just starting to fucking think about now and just not give a shit about any of that. They'll be okay, transgender, this, that, the other, and now everybody's yeah, but what about taxes and what about the billions of dollars that are going here, there, and everywhere? Yeah, and down here in Florida, people are trying to talk about fucking not paying a property tax, and I'm hell fucking yes. So I don't want to fucking pay property taxes anymore if I don't have to.
I've been saying
if everything else pays for it.
Regarding two things. One, regarding property tax, I've been saying that you don't own anything. You rent it from the government. And no, I own my house. Yeah, stop paying your property tax. Guess what? You don't own your fucking house.
They'll come and take your house eventually. Yeah.
That's one. Two, if you in your heart hate trans people, you hate them and you want them to die, you are a piece of shit. You're a piece of garbage.
Yeah, and it's a waste of your time to fucking hate somebody that much.
Anybody like that much. Yeah. Unless you hate one specific one that killed your mother, then sure, hate them. But don't hate a community.
if it was Buffalo Bill and your mom was a great big fat lady, you know what I mean? And then you have a vendetta to go and fucking to fulfill
community of people, different people because they're different than you and whatever. But from the other side, don't force people to accept you because not everyone's gonna like you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
People's attention spans will thin. People's attention spans will thin.
Me, some people don't agree with you, and I don't care.
Yeah,
it doesn't make me lose sleep.
Especially when you actually do live in a world in a country where it's nobody really has a problem.
Well, some people do. Like, look.
No. But like I said, statistics, Mike.
Yes. Yeah. It's a numbers.
Statistics.
Game, right?
It's a numbers game. Very, very little people. Most people don't give a shit and just don't want to fucking hear it anymore.
But also, most people don't give a shit. In areas where we live because we live in like cities.
Yes, and the culture in our areas is very like in South Florida is there's the vast majority of down here is very LGBTQ friendly, and the same thing in New York. New York, obviously, West Coast, LA, San Francisco, and cities like that. I mean, Atlanta, Chicago, Seattle, all that shit. If you and that's where most of everybody lives. So the thing is, I don't know. I'm not LGBTQ, but I don't know if I'd want to live in the middle of fucking nowhere, fucking, like bumfuck USA. I think I'd want to try to get to one of these sort of more populated suburban areas where it's like, a little bit more liberal,
So I want to address having a friend that was stabbed once. Not stabbed. This sounds stabbed.
Speaking about stabbed friends, I got a friend stab story too.
You do?
Everybody does.
I think that's what I was going to say. So one person being stabbed one time is not a great example of something like, oh my God, this is a problem. Because I've had a friend that was stabbed walking through the project.
Multiple times. No, I'm kidding.
He actually passed away from being
stabbed. Man.
It wasn't a friend. It was an acquaintance.
An acquaintance.
I had friends that were very close with them. I've hung out with them once or twice. Anyway.
Yes.
They were stabbed in the projects. They were white. The other people were black. And I didn't go around, oh my God, all black people are going to stab white people. It's just not. It's sometimes people get stabbed. Now your friend getting stabbed, not you, the person in the chat.
No.
Now, them being stabbed for being trans is unfortunate. But like, I'm gonna make a joke out of it. But like,
you can please make a joke out of it.
How do you know for sure it was because they were trans? And it's like, here, take that, you tranny, or something. or did they say something smart and someone said something smart back and it got heated and it went to the next level, which is still wrong no matter what. It's fucking wrong. Either direction is wrong.
Yeah.
But it's still a rarity in America, in the United States of America, in Canada, in most civilized countries, it's still pretty rare. Now, if you go to Palestine, it's not rare at all. I mean,
they're getting blown up now. But let's just if I'm talking about more like if you're like in
Arabia?
Central Africa or something, where these fucking you got all these like tribal militias and stuff like that, and like they're all just killing each other left and right. You know what I mean? Those motherfuckers. It's dangerous just to be fucking out, and that happens more there. And it's just like when you look on it, like for us, and in Europe too, like this is true for like Britain and stuff like that. Also, where it's like that violent crime, the frequency is like really low. Brazil, it's actually very high. Like there's some chart that I seen like a week ago where it like classified like how like okay, and like I think Sierra Leone and Brazil are like Sierra Leone's in Africa, and then Brazil, South America are the two most, like highest rates of violent crime. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, when you say here, it's like, the trans people aren't like getting fucking like mobbed and beaten up the street. Yeah, and it's just like, actually, I've seen a lot of fucking videos of trans people assaulting other people. So the thing is, the algorithm, my point is, can eschew what you see. It's what it exposes to you. I'm pretty sure trans people aren't running around just beating people up either, right? But my algorithm's showing me this one. Oh, dude, there's this one flailing. There's just kicks and fucking just windmills, just like beating the crap out of a girl. This is a trans person beating the crap out of an actual, just like obviously born female, like in the street, flailing. So, it's wild. I should have said that to you.
I lost my thought again. God damn it! You're talking about
That's my fault.
Trans person throwing their arms and and I fucking just. Okay, of course, it still happens. Everything still happens, but it's not exclusively like to anyone. Like I don't know. I don't know. So MSNBC or one of these people, one of those news organizations, released a list of all the trans people that were attacked and killed a certain year. It was like 2012. It was years ago it happened. Well, I think we were doing the podcast when it happened, but they released this list of all these trans people that were murdered. And I'm going through the list, and I'm noticing there's a few things in common. One thing in common, they were mostly minorities, not just black, but minorities. And then I keep digging deep, and I go, oh, they're classifying gang-related violence where the person happened to be trans as a targeted transgender murder.
Oh.
These are gang members. Some of them were killed in jail because they were gang members. I'm not saying every case. It was a list of like 50.
Yeah, but
and
that's like
35 to 40 were fucking.
That's like the COVID numbers. Remember the COVID numbers?
Yeah.
It's like if you died in the hospital during COVID, you died of COVID, even though it was just like, I might, I'm bleeding from my femoral artery. Like, it's like you died of COVID.
I got an emergency accident. My head's over there, but you tested positive for a COVID test, so you died of COVID. Let's get through these videos. Moving on quickly. I have no volume. Where's the volume? Gotta refresh it then to get it.
So we got a Jordan Peterson. Is that a Jordan?
I don't know who that is. It's not Jordan Peterson. I don't know what he.
Oh, okay.
Great. There's a way to like replay it.
In our political system is acceptable, but this right here, what's going on with a guy who helps our country, who runs successful companies, who doesn't have to be doing this, and now one of his companies is under systematic terroristic threat and violence all over the country, and people seem to be laughing about it or fine with it. It's outrageous. I've sat at this table and had people say, we should cut Elon Musk from the government totally. He rescued our astronauts today. Is that what we want? The treatment of this guy is outrageous. These people who are doing this need to be found, put in jail, and made an example of. That's my point.
Anyone who commits violence against Tesla or Congress or anyone else should be put in jail, 1,000%. But that should not stifle dissent or opposition from Elon Musk.
Give it a little lip service. Give it a little both sides. Go ahead.
We're so both sides here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to say that people are legitimately upset. They were legitimately upset at Elon Musk, and they're doing it on their own. But there is no reason to have violence in the country.
Legitimate?
I was just gonna say that they are not legitimately upset because they don't know why they're fucking upset.
They don't know why.
You shouldn't be looking at my social security number. Here's the problem. We have, because of social media, so many people that didn't have voices now can post some ridiculous, stupid shit. And hi, we're those people too. But like, some of it is just these like boomers too, and they're like, I hate Musk because he has my social security number. He doesn't personally.
I'll tell you why she's wrong. She's wrong because these people aren't doing it for principle. They're doing it because of hype and clout. They are doing this because it's like, this is the cool new thing to do to protest. This is the new punk rock thing to do, is to vandalize Teslas because we blindly hate Elon Musk for no real solid fucking reason, because you didn't give a fuck about our government's budget before fucking Elon Musk decided to take pictures with a golden chainsaw. You know what I mean? So nobody really fucking cares. And I'm gonna tell you this: when all these people are fucking like waking up at fucking 2:00 in the morning because they have to feed their fucking baby 10 years from now when they're fucking real adults and they have nothing else to do with this fucking political fucking angst, you know what I mean? Then they'll stop their bullshit. You know what I mean? When they actually fucking have a taste of reality. Right now, it's just a bunch of fucking bored youngins that are running around fucking lighting Teslas on fire because they think that because they think this girl is cool. And this girl's a fucking and this girl that they like is a social justice warrior. You know what I mean? And they want to run around fucking vandalize.
All of us would support criticism of, or would support punishing people who are violent wherever they are.
For what I understand, the Teslas will fall apart if you just leave them alone anyway. Yeah. There's nothing really anybody really needs to do about it. Just drive them enough. Eventually, the things will start to just like.
I do think.
Fall off the side. From what I read, allegedly.
One thing that.
Not the actual Tesla sedans. I hear the Cybertrucks. That's true.
So
no violence in our political system is acceptable. But this right here, what's going on with a guy who helps our country, who runs success.
I have a problem with the little weasel who's like, oh, I hope they fall apart. You know,
Yeah.
You should be held accountable for the things you say. Not us, because we're joking, but most people should be accountable for the words they say.
If you're playing, we're not playing the role as a serious news show. We are not fucking serious. We could give a shit about being serious. None of this is serious because we're laughing at all of it, obviously, and they're trying to sell themselves as being serious to be a serious influence. So and so CNN, you know, when they're saying like fucking serious shit, they got to understand that there's serious repercussions. Somebody could fucking take what they're saying seriously and then react on it because they think morally they believe they stand on the high ground. They could perceive themselves as that or having to take that fucking upon themselves.
Everyone knows that
I saw you set this.
Getting rid of the deficit will require some tough decisions. And that includes cutting back on billions of dollars in programs that a lot of people care about. But what should be easy is getting rid of the pointless waste and stupid spending that doesn't benefit anybody. We're calling it the campaign to cut waste.
You know, there's been a tremendous amount of waste and fraud in the government during the Biden administration, which estimated the federal government fraud to be $500 billion. What we're trying to do is get that number down to a much smaller figure, save money for the American taxpayer, stop money being spent on things that I think very few taxpayers would agree make sense. You know, transgender animal surgeries, or why are there 20 million people who are definitely dead marked as alive in the Social Security database?
So the thing is, this goes into the whole cluster of all these other politicians who have just said the same thing before.
I just want to say something. I have yet to see a clip. Maybe I gotta look deeper, but I've yet to see a clip of Elon Musk saying there were people alive receiving Social Security. He never said that, I don't think, like getting benefits. He said there were people marked alive in the system.
Yes.
But he never said they were receiving benefits.
Yes.
Now, someone could fact check me on that and post a video and make sure it actually was him saying it. But most clips I see, he's not saying it. He's saying there's people marked alive.
I believe, that a lot of these like 300-year-old people were just marked as alive, right? And there were some that were collecting that were still like in the 120, 115, 110-year-old mark. That is true, because that happens. People get caught, and that people do get caught where they're collecting a Social Security check for their 94-year-old mom who's been dead for 15 years since they're 79. That happens. That shit happens all the fucking time. SSI fraud is definitely a real thing.
I don't have a video on it, but it's. I should have probably prepared it.
The fuck is this?
This is a
vaccine
a
video.
little vaccine video. But I was gonna say, there's another video that I don't have. I don't know if I'm not gonna look for it because we got this thing moving along. But the video is shit. Now I lost my thought again. Holy shit! Just went.
COVID.
Oh, they want to do a huge
the anniversary. This is the 5th anniversary of COVID.
They want to do a
this
huge
week.
study to see if there's any link between vaccines and autism. And the way the media put it is they decided to waste more money on doing a study which we already know that there's no link between, and they're going to research it and waste our money researching to see if vaccines cause autism, but we already know they don't. Literally is what the news said, and I want to be like, but
then why try to look into it again?
If they're looking into it because they're saying the previous studies were too small and weren't done correctly.
So they need a bigger sample size.
Technology they have. And why do you have a problem with it? Oh, that's right. The fucking pharmaceutical companies pay your fucking bills. That's why you have a fucking problem with it. Fox News.
Well, you also need to spend the money too, and have like a reason to spend the money, right?
Well,
I mean, like, so why not fucking test to see if like it tizzes out fucking people? Now, could it tiz you out when you're older? Like if you were older and you got the vaccine, does it tiz you out, or does it fucking only do it to like developing children?
I don't think you can get a vaccine when you're 40 and develop autism.
You can't be just like a normie and just be tizzed out at the age of 50 after getting a couple of shots.
Don't think that's how that works.
You don't think after like the 7th booster, you're not like fucking sort of counting fucking toothpicks and shit?
No.
You're not buying your BVDs at Kmart?
Wow.
You'll never be fooled by vaccine data again after watching this video. Remember when they told us the vaccine was 95% effective? Well, that 95% was a relative risk reduction, not an absolute risk reduction. The absolute risk reduction was around 1% for all of the vaccines. That means that after getting vaccinated, you're still 99% just as likely to get COVID. Now, the Pfizer vaccine had a number needed to vaccinate, or NNV, of 119. That means that 119 people had to be vaccinated to prevent just one COVID case. Not a death, just a case. With a COVID survival rate of 99.86%, which is similar to the flu, you need to prevent 1,000 cases to save one life. So
that's why people are still getting it.
Vaccinate 119,000 people.
Even though they were getting a shot, they were still getting COVID.
4 million Americans were fully vaccinated. At that time, according to VAERS, 10,355 deaths were reported due to the
deaths. He cuts out deaths.
Yeah, because you can't say it. No, I know. I got that. Trust me. I'm deep into all the words you cannot say, and I say them all on the show. That's why I'm like, you can't clip half the shit that I say, because I say all the bad words like sewer slide and like, like deaths.
Whistleblowers, however, suggest that due to underreporting, the real number could be closer to 52,000, but we'll stick to the official theoretical data. Here's where it gets wild. If 134 million vaccinated led to 10,355 reported deaths, that's 1 per 12,940 vaccinations. So if you vaccinate 119,000 people to save one life, you could cause 9.19 deaths from and if you average out the age groups, you'd find that you're theoretically 919% more likely to be dead from than for it to save your life. And if the whistleblower estimate of 52,000 is correct, that number jumps from 919% to 4,617.
Wow.
And they said it was 95% effective.
Wow. I don't know if it's true, but
that dude, I mean, no, like I've that's another thing. Besides the 9/11 files, like there's gonna be COVID files. You know what I mean? And that's sort of why, like, fucking, Fauci got like fucking pardoned.
Mm-hmm. That's really why he got pardoned.
But oh man, this guy again. Goddamn Canadians.
Oh, you saw this one?
No. It's just, again, like, like I see his face a lot.
So
fat Canadian head.
You are ready, sir, to go to war, to go to a trade war with the United States, with the Trump administration.
Listen, buddy, I wake up every day, I go down to my local Tim Hortons. By the way, we're going to be shutting down all the Timmies across the border there. So, sir, if you're in Michigan there and you like getting your bacon egger, or your double, I had a bacon egger today, and for Christ's sake, I thought, fucking Americans, they don't know what they're doing.
Yo,
buddy,
bro, this guy's hilarious. Ben Bankus. Follow him and go on his page and go to the mayor of Toronto. You got to go to the mayor of Toronto.
Hold on.
I mean, my brother, he used to be the mayor of Toronto before the Chinese woman there took over, and I mean, he was smoking crack every day, and I almost want to ask Donald Trump, are you fucking smoking crack, buddy? Because, you're raising the tariffs on the Lay's hips there, bud. So we're going to fucking do retaliations. You're going to turn off all the electricity there for all the Americans, just like the Palestinians there, the Jews did for in there in the Gaza. Wow. So we're going to be doing that to Michigan, New York, and Minnesota, so they're not even going to be getting any power. And yeah, buddy, we're just going to be hacking darts up here and having a couple beers, and y'all can go fuck yourself.
Y'all can go fuck yourself.
Hacking darts.
So his page, you said go to what? The mayor of Toronto? I don't see it.
Yeah, no, he has he makes fun of the mayor of Toronto. I don't want to actually do the impression of it. I'd rather just let him do it because just to let one person take the brunt of the racist backlash. I could just watch and react. Although I'm probably gonna laugh.
I'm a military brat, which means my parents was in the military. My mom.
Oh, so that means
So how you get so big like that? You mean thick? Thick. I'm Jamaican. These ain't going nowhere.
They natural?
Yeah, these natural.
For sure. Okay, we'll see you later.
All right. You walk slower. Who can't do nothing with it, baby? Please, he can handle me.
He can?
He can.
How you know he can handle you? Shut your. Oh, it's your business.
She
Parents
kept
my
it
mom.
real. Both of them kind of kept it real.
So
how you get so big?
But neither of them popped their balloons, so then none of them say no. None of them say no. These balloon pop videos are fucking crazy. They're getting fucking wild. There's ones. I don't really fucking stay on them too much, but there's ones where it's just the person walks in, girl walks in, everybody's like pop 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 pop. It's like everybody pops their balloon. Not one person stuck around with it. And then it'd be one where the dude walks in and they're just the guy's dressed, one dude's dressed in a suit, but a nice suit, fits him well. And 3 girls just popped him just because he walked in with the suit. The guy wasn't ugly.
Wow.
Just he had a suit on. She's like, nah, yeah. And all 3 of them said, nah, I don't like the suit on.
Wow.
I'm like, what? The guy's dressed for fucking business. The fuck are you doing?
Ready for this one?
Bring the oh, yes, please.
Of course I did, Daddy. Just a sec. That's what I'm talking about. This is gonna be the best jailhouse freak-off ever. Hey, Joe Exotic, you coming to my party this weekend? You know it. I just got a freshly bleached mullet and dumper. Call me Joe Exotic. Kells, you gonna be there too, right? Wouldn't miss it for anything. I've been holding in on my piss for a week. Golden showers for everybody. This is gonna be the freak-off of the century. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Did you bring the goods, man?
Oh, LeBron! Did they put LeBron in there? That's fucked up.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Damn.
Here's another one. I don't know why this was trending, but
that LeBron was cold.
I have to move us. Hold on.
Get him!
Hi, Poppy. Someone's a little feisty. Yes, you can chew on the floor. Who's a good boy? You're a precious baby, aren't you? Who's a good boy? You are.
Go get him!
Hi, Poppy.
Why
Someone's a little feisty. Yes, you can chew
Why
on
is
the
it
floor.
fun?
Who's a good boy? You're a precious baby, aren't you? Who's a good boy? You are.
Go on, get him!
I don't get it. It's just the dog's chomping her arm or his arm or whatever, the robber's arm.
I think we've watched these videos before.
This guy decided to eat 10,000 Mr. Beast Feastables chocolates, but things didn't go as planned. At first, it seemed impossible, but as time passed, the chocolates slowly started to disappear.
Do you remember we watched him do the Skittles?
Yeah. But even after 8 hours, he hadn't finished half of them. Still, he refused to give up. He kept eating and eating, pushing through without any sleep. Finally, after 13 hours of nonstop
We
effort, he managed
we
to
seen
finish
him
all the
drink
chocolates.
something
But in
too,
the end,
right?
he was in tears. Not because of the challenge, but because no one liked or subscribed to his video.
I'm not liking or
This guy decided to eat 10,000 Mr. Beast Feastables chocolates.
And then he took the longest shit of his entire life.
I'm not good. Nobody cries for me when nobody likes my video, and I don't give a flying fuck. So this guy could go fuck himself and shit him. He's gonna shit like that South Park episode number 2. You remember the Bono episode?
Well, Bono
when
is
fucking
the biggest shit in the world.
Yeah, but the goat of South Park is Randy fucking Marsh, and when Randy takes that fucking shit and he coils out of his own shit, like he just starts turning up, and he's just like on a tower of shit out of the toilet bowl. That guy is gonna. How many chocolate bars? He ate like a whole fucking fishbowl of chocolate bars. That guy's gonna. That guy's gonna shit. That guy's gonna shit like the mound of shit in Jurassic Park that they had. Remember the Triceratops shit?
Yes, that's.
And they have to go elbow deep. They get that dude's gonna shit like that the next day. He's gonna get a hemorrhoid, bro, from just shitting so much.
Someone liked our post. Thank you, guys. Speaking of which, as you might have seen, several of our shorts and reels or whatever they're fucking called, or it's not giant, but it's went from like 0 to like 1700, and you're like, oh
yeah, it's pretty crazy. People are watching these things.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I guess
there's nothing else out there. You can watch videos of I guess cats and dogs, like cats meowing and dogs barking or something. We could watch.
And there might be dipshit videos of us talking about fucking cats and dogs.
Oh, there definitely is. I'm using a software that makes clips for you, but I'm not using those clips. I'm using that as a basis to make it in my editing program, so I can make it better than they're doing technically, because they don't always make it perfect. So I went back and used some of our older episodes, and I'm like, shit, some of this shit is gold. Little things, just a little like one-liner for something.
Yeah, that we missed, that we even forgot that we said. You know what I mean? And that's why I keep saying, like, sometimes I'm like, I think I said this on another podcast. I say that a lot, I feel.
But thank you for everyone out there for the support and likes, and keep on keeping on, everybody.
Keep on hitting like, man, and fucking catch us every fucking Sunday at 9:30. Dumbfounded Dipshits on all these platforms that we're on. Rumble, YouTube, Facebook motherfuckers that show up every Sunday, 9:30. Shout out to Heidelstein.
Almost every.
Almost every.
Have a good night, everybody.
Peace out.
O.J. Simpson died, right? I forgot. He's dead.
O.J. Simpson is dead, yeah. O.J. Simpson is definitely dead.
Say hello to the world.
So do you want to take that from a dead guy? That's pretty fucking low. Hello, Twitter world. Well, I mean, it's X. So would you say like, hello, X world? Then you're good night, everybody. Then you're not stealing it from OJ, because who would want to steal from OJ? Peace out, motherfuckers.